beast! Ah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Not the Bees, the Nicolas Cage Filmography Podcast. I am Megs.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And this week we watched 2017's Mom and Dad. It has 74% on Rotten Tomatoes and it stars, there's a lot of younger actors that are really not known, but the known names would be Nicolas Cage, who plays Dad, and Selma Blair, who plays Mom. Static plays on a car's infotainment system. A mother in a suburban town puts music on for her child as she sets her car on railroad tracks and leaves the child in the car to die. The Ryans are a family of 4 with a strained relationship. Brent, the father, does not approve of his daughter Carly's new boyfriend, Damon. He is also going through a slight midlife crisis as he has apparently been working on a muscle car in the garage. Carly considers her mother, Kendall, out of touch, fights with her younger brother, Joshua, and is currently upset about canceling plans with her boyfriend because her grandparents are coming to visit. Kendall is trying to find hobbies that occupy her time, such as taking fitness classes. She's also anticipating the delivery of her sister's new baby. While Carly is at school, radios and TV screens start transmitting unexplained static. The effect is seen as the Ryans' housekeeper murders her own daughter, Lisa, in front of a terrified Joshua. Meanwhile, a mob of parents rushes to Carly's school to kill their children. When the students see one classmate being stabbed by his mother with her car keys after she scales a fence to reach her, the students scatter, though many die at the hands of their parents. Carly escapes with her friend Riley, and they drive to Riley's house. They reach Riley's house, and Carly watches television reports of the mass hysteria, implying that the static is compelling parents across the U.S. to slaughter their children. Dr. Oz is even interviewed, telling people how it compares to savaging in pig populations. Upstairs, Riley's mother strangles her. Carly runs home in terror and finds Damon, whose father earlier had tried to kill him with a broken bottle but accidentally cut his own throat. Damon accompanies Carly into the house to get Joshua somewhere safe. Kendall goes to the hospital where her sister Jeannie is giving birth, and static is seen on a delivery room monitor, immediately followed by Jeannie attempting to kill her newborn daughter. Kendall tries to save the baby, escaping the hospital and heading home. Seeing Carly at home with Damon, the hysteria overtakes Brent and he knocks Damon out and attacks Carly. Kendall joins him when she gets home. Carly and Joshua lock themselves in the basement and Kendall uses a sawzall to get through the door. Brent digs out a case from under his bed but finds his gun is missing. Joshua pulls out Brent's gun and fires it through the door, wounding his mother. Kendall and Brent, bonding over their shared desire to kill the kids, run a hose from their oven's natural gas line to the basement to poison them. Carly apparently notices the gas, so she rigs up a trap with matches at the door and hides with Joshua in the ventilation system. Brent cuts the lock off and opens the door, igniting the gas and triggering an explosion that knocks both parents out just as Damon awakens. Damon helps Carly and Joshua evade their parents, but Kendall awakens and knocks Damon out again. As the parents close in on their kids, the doorbell rings. When Brent opens the door, it's his own parents, Mel and Barbara, and they try to kill him. Everyone chases one another through the house. Joshua evades Brent by trying to hide from his father in the garage. Kendall chases Carly and hits her on the head before her mother-in-law knocks her out. As Brent tries to get Joshua out of the car, Joshua manages to start the car, and in the struggle, Brent puts it into gear, eventually crashing it through the garage door, killing his parents and knocking himself out. Kendall prepares to finish Carly off, but Damon knocks her out with a shovel. Kendall and Brent wake up to find themselves restrained in the basement with Carly, Joshua, and Damon watching them. They continue to exhibit symptoms of hysteria, and the kids refuse to let them go. Kendall tearfully tells the kids that she loves them, and the film ends mid-sentence of Brent shouting, "But sometimes we just want to," and then it goes black. Elizabeth?
Yes, dear.
What are your thoughts on this movie?
This movie is a giant turd.
This movie is terrible, right?
This movie is so bad. And at the beginning, it's kind of interesting because it's like, they don't explain what's happening. And so it's very much kind of like a zombie movie in that respect.
Yeah.
That like, we're not going to tell you how zombies happen, but they're fucking here. So you need to deal with it.
Yeah, and they're runners, by the way.
and they're runners or they're slow shamblers or, and this is very much in that same vein. Like, we're not going to tell you how this happened, but shit's gone sideways. Parents are killing their children. Except the farther you go with that premise, the more I need a fucking explanation.
Yeah.
Because there's all these newscasts like interspersed throughout the movie where they're like, we don't know what's happening, but it's real bad. And it just, like, on the TV at one point, they're interviewing a dad who killed his son, and he's just like, everything is terrible, but it was the right thing for me to do.
Right.
And, like, there is no reasoning behind the point of the movie.
Mm-mm.
And I don't like how they constantly intersperse these flashbacks to when the family was, it's not like, oh, our family was so idyllic and so wonderful. It's kind of like, well, our family was pretty fucked up before we got here.
Yeah, no, just to clarify, Brent and Kendall are absolutely horrible human beings. They are horrible to each other. They are horrible to their children. They are horrible to their housekeeper. They're not good people. Everybody sucks here. Honestly, everyone but Joshua and Lisa suck.
Yeah.
And all of the other kids that get murdered. But, like, Carly is a bitch. She steals money from her mother constantly for drugs. Her friend Riley is also an asshole that steals money from her mother constantly for drugs. Her mother is an asshole and talks shit about her own daughter to Kendall when they're having, like, post-yoga, like, iced coffee, matcha, whatever. Like, it's so, like, suburban white garbage.
Yeah.
It's not, like, these are not good people. They don't lead good lives. They hate everything about everything that they're doing. Like, Brent has constant flashbacks to the car that's in his garage. It has been in his possession since he was a teenager. It used to be his dad's, I think, and he stole it one day and took it on a joyride and totaled it. And his father told him that he would forgive him if he bought the car. So every single time that, like, he made any kind of money, he gave it to his dad, and then he spent time fixing it, and, like, it's his baby. So it's not like this car is a purchase. It's been with him forever, but he's, like, insane about it. And he keeps flashing back to moments when he was, like, 18, 19 years old with, like, a former girlfriend doing donuts in this fucking car. Like, and then, like, when he's telling his son about the car near the end of the movie, in another flashback, when they're having an actual conversation, he's being wildly inappropriate in his language to his own son, to the point where, like, the kid looks really fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And, like, I kind of feel like so much of this movie makes me think that this is, like, whoever wrote and directed this was their childhood. And they grew up and wrote a movie about, like, what happened if, like, my parents actually were fucking monsters and then, like, we killed them or something. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not very good. It's not, there's no reason or rhyme to it. There's no point behind it. It's very poorly written. It's not good. I will say Selma Blair, Nicolas Cage, gave us absolutely brilliant psychotic performances. They were the only enjoyable aspects of the movie, and I'm glad that they were at least larger portions of the movie instead of just being, like, side characters.
It was really, really weird seeing Selma Blair in the mom position.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to seeing her as a teenager that it just did not sit right with me to see her as the mom figure in this movie. I had a thought. Now I don't remember what it was.
I'll come back to you.
Oh, I really like the part where Nicolas Cage blows up, because I started to think, oh,
Yeah.
Nick Cage is dead, but then he gets up and he's got, like, Fruit Loops pasted onto the side of his fucking face for some reason.
Yeah, and it's
And you're
just
like,
red.
well, that's a choice.
That is a choice.
I think, however, my favorite part of the movie, hands down, is when they're about to kill the kids and the doorbell rings and they're like, fuck your parents, I forgot all about it. And Nick Cage goes and he opens the door, he's like, hey mom, hey dad, and they immediately start trying to kill him. It's hilarious because, like, not only it's not just kill our teenage children, kill our little boy. It's like his parents are in their 70s.
Yeah.
And they're straight up gonna murder their 45-year-old son. It's fucking amazing.
Like, his mom walks in, gangster, fucking pepper spray right in the face immediately.
Yes!
His dad, his cute little dad, has got his cute little pocket knife. And
And
he's
he
just like,
keeps stabbing him.
and non-fatally. And like, he makes a point of saying, he's like, Dad, you killed him. He was like, shut up, I didn't even get you in the gut.
Yeah, and you kind of get this look at, like, generational dysfunction.
Yeah.
Because clearly his parents were not good parents either.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's obviously the theme of this movie is clearly generational trauma. It's just not well done. It's done in a sense that it's deeper than it actually is. And it's done in such a way at the end that I laughed through the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, as soon as his parents showed up, I could, and his dad just went hard. I was like, I'm done. I'm completely done. I'm finished with this fucking movie. It's so bad. The scene when he finally crashes through the garage door and like it goes like, what is it, like it's like swinging around like in a circle or whatever, and his dad is on the hood or something, and he just goes fucking flying, and somehow it also hits his mom. Like,
this movie is not good. This movie is not good. It is not well written. It is not well directed. It is not well acted. It is a steaming turd is what this movie is. It is a steaming turd.
Yeah, and I'm really disappointed. I had really high hopes for it because it was Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair.
Yeah.
And like, I love them both so much, and like it wasn't this is not a good movie. I don't recommend watching it. I don't understand why it has 74% on Rotten Tomatoes. The story isn't intriguing enough. It's not, I don't know, it doesn't suck you in the way that you would expect it to. It's just, and the poor boyfriend Damon gets the shit beat out of him like 4 fucking times.
Oh my god, and when she stabs him through the cheek
with the fucking coat hanger,
that was terrible.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And then he fell over the fucking railing, and he still walked away from that. He still walked away from that with the ability to smack her in the back of the head with a shovel. I can't. I'm finished.
It is also, for a movie all about murder, there's not as much blood as you would expect.
No, there's really not. Yeah, you expected to see more. I actually expected to see more of the murder. Yeah. And there's really not a whole lot. Like the first kid at the school,
you can't show children being murdered anymore. So it's very much implied. That's a fair point. It's a cutaway. It's, you see them raise the weapon up and then you cut, or you see like the woman who is killing her kid with her car keys. Yeah. You just see her arm coming up and blood spraying everywhere, but you do not see the impact on the kid. You don't even see the kid.
Yeah. No, it was a nice departure. Like, I fully expected it to be very gory, and it was not. That's a fair point, though. I did not know that. I did not know that you were not able to show that.
I don't think it's a hard and set rule. I think it's just that today's audiences won't.
Well, yeah, because there was that scene in the hospital when Kendall's sister Jeannie gives birth to the baby, and then they hand her the baby, and she's super excited to hold it, and then the static happens, And then she starts trying to, like, squeeze it to death. And I'm sitting there watching this like, oh my fucking God. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. That was bad enough. But the baby didn't die, so...
Yeah, baby survives.
Yeah, that's good, I guess.
It is, the only time I found any shots in this movie interesting was, and it happens a couple of times, where the parents, like, line up and are just looking through the window.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
It is super creepy.
It is super creepy, and it is very zombie-like.
Yes.
And the first time we see it, so Damon, the boyfriend, he goes to a different school. Carly goes to, like, a Catholic girls' school or something. And he's taking his PSATs, and the parents are all lined up outside of the glass doors, which it's kind of weird that they're taking this test in the area where the front doors are. Like, that's not how schools are built. But
Yeah.
anyways, so, like, he goes to walk out, and you think, oh my God, he's gonna get got, and, like, no, his parents there, and we find out later, like, deadbeats or whatever, but, like, the parents, like, watch him walk out, and then they watch the door close and then look at it, and, like, they finally realize they can just open the door.
Yeah, and it happens again later in the maternity ward.
Yes.
Where you see all of the fathers lined up looking at the babies.
And I was looking to see, like, are there locks on the doors? Like, why aren't they... Because they should clearly be seeing the nurses walking in and out, because the nurses are constantly in and out of that room. And it's fully on window. Like, I don't know. This movie was weird. This movie was trying to do things that it failed, honestly, to do.
It's, I guess, what is eating me about this movie is the thing that I want an explanation for is, why are you compelled to kill your own children?
Right.
Why are you not compelled to kill all children? Why is it such a targeted virus?
Or whatever.
Right.
Subliminal messaging. Like, yeah, no, that's a fair question. And there's no explanation for any of it, and there's no resolution to any of it either. Like, do Kendall and Brent just stay chained to the pole in the basement until they, like, starve to death? Like,
yeah, there's no denouement. It literally cuts off in the middle of the film.
yeah.
Like, he's saying a sentence. It's like, it feels unfinished.
Yeah.
And it feels annoying that it is unfinished.
I don't know, maybe the point of that is that kids are never going to get the resolution that they want from their own parents. Because, like, maybe that's how life works. Who knows? I don't know. I'm running with the themes of the film.
You're trying to think about this film deeper than this film thought about itself.
I think this film tried to be deep, and I think that it failed miserably. Like, I think that I can see what it was trying to do. I can see the allegory that it's using. I don't think that it told its story very well.
Yeah.
At all. I think it could have done so many more interesting things, but it chose to use the device of, like, whatever zombies is. Like, that's not... It didn't have to be this movie. And it was not... I mean, it was a decision. It was definitely a decision to make this movie this way.
Choices were made.
Yeah.
And it was written and directed by one guy.
Yeah.
So you kind of do get this sense that this is like his baby.
Yeah.
And he's going to do it however he wants to do it. And you get the sense that this was not a real collaborative effort, and there wasn't a lot of input from other areas.
Yeah. Clearly a passion project. Clearly a very personal story, which we can respect. It's just, it wasn't well told.
So what would we rate this movie?
I don't think I can give it anything higher than an F.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it merits anything higher than an F.
It fails in so many ways.
It adds action where we didn't need it. It elongates things that don't need to be elongated. Yeah, I can't in good conscience give this anything higher than a failure.
What would we give the caginess of it?
Because
I'll just tell you straight up, I think he's fucking terrible in this movie.
I also think he's pretty bad. Yeah, I think he's.
There's no nuance, and there's no nuance in his performance. He is just angry and pissed off or asleep the entire film.
The entire time. That's it. Like he hates everyone. He hates himself. He hates his job. He hates his life. He hates his kids. He hates his wife. He hates his fucking housekeeper. Like, he just hates everything. And, like, for no legitimate reason. Except that he, like, wants to relive the glory days. There's a whole scene where he verbally abuses and terrorizes his wife in the basement over a fucking pool table. And then they sit and have, like, a deep, meaningful conversation. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. It wasn't good. Like, it was a good opportunity for him to be physical in that moment. You know what? No, I will give you one caveat. His thing about the Sawzall was a little terrifying.
Yes.
It was, so they can't get into the basement. Kendall goes to get his, like, toolbox, like, auxiliary toolbox that's from somewhere else in the house. And it has a Sawzall in it. And he's like, you're never going to be able to cut through the door with that. And she's like, it's a Sawzall. It saws all. Like, ha ha ha, whatever. But then, whenever she stops using it and then he goes and grabs it and begins to use it again, like, it becomes his thing. He's like, saws all. Saws all. Like, he's a little bit terrifying with that. Other than that, though, it wasn't an entertaining performance. So I think for me, it's got to be a D.
Oh, I would go straight F.
Okay, I'm fine with that as well. I was being generous because of the Sawzall bit, but in my heart, it feels like an F. It wasn't a good movie. It wasn't a good performance. I'm really disappointed that I watched it, but I am also thankful that it was only an hour and 23 minutes long.
Oh yeah, it could have been so much worse. Although watching it on Pluto with commercials meant it felt a lot longer.
Every 2 minutes. Anyways, ignore us. I think that is going to do it for us this week, though. Do you have anything else to say about this or no?
Nope.
All right. So if you've listened to this episode, if you've come this far, we really thank you so much for being here with us on this journey. It's continuing to be a wild fucking ride, and we appreciate you joining us. We're still on all of your main podcast apps. We're also on YouTube at Not the Bees Pod. We're still on Instagram at Not the Bees Pod, and if you're feeling generous, want to kick us a few bucks, you can also find us on patreon.com/notthebees, and we, of course, would appreciate anything that you would be willing to give in these tough times. But that is going to do it for us this week. I've been Megs.
And I've been Elizabeth.
And we'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving.